to the Netherlands and requirements for entering the Netherlands, or if you are a Dutch national in need of immediate assistance, please press 1. If you have a question for the police...
This call will be forwarded to Netherlands Worldwide. Welcome to Netherlands Worldwide, Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Please first check www.netherlandsworldwide.nl. Are you a Dutch national in a life-threatening emergency situation? Press 1. For visas, press 2. For life-threatening emergencies, hospitalization, death, abduction, missing or found in disaster or war zones, forced child marriage or arrest, press 1. For stop, inform your travel insurance, travel agency, or tour operator first. This option is for emergencies only. If you are not in an emergency, the employee cannot help you and you will be placed in a regular queue. This call may be recorded for quality control purposes. There are no consular information officers free to take your call at the moment. Please stay on the line. There are no consular information officers free to take your call at the moment. Please stay on the line. Netherlands Worldwide, my name is Denise. How may I help you? It's an emergency.
Yes, hello. Good morning or good afternoon. I'm calling to report the abduction of a Dutch citizen.
Yes, we're well aware of the situation, sir. And the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is doing everything in its power to come to an agreement. The only thing is we cannot share any information with third parties.
Okay, so you already know what I'm calling about?
Yes. We've received hundreds of calls this morning regarding this issue. Each and every call is registered and is logged. So, your call will count.
Okay.
But that's all we can say. We don't have any information.
And just to be clear, we are talking about Mark van Rennes, the Dutch citizen who was abducted by armed Israeli terrorists in international waters. Yeah. So normally, when Dutch citizens are victims of a terrorist attack, the Dutch government would make some kind of statement. Has the Dutch government made any kind of public statement regarding the kidnapping of its citizen by armed terrorists?
Like I said, I don't have additional information. I'm sure the media will be reporting something on this issue.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't have additional information. That's all I have at
Okay.
this point. So I will just say follow the media.
Okay. So what's your advice for Dutch citizens? Is it, given that a Dutch citizen was abducted by a terrorist group, one that is actually a close ally of the Dutch government, is the Dutch government advising its citizens not to travel to Israel, where they could be abducted by this armed terrorist group called the IDF?
No. The advice is the one that is published on the website, Netherlands Worldwide. That's the only advice we have. And the advice that is published on our website is the same information that is given by the Israeli embassy in the Netherlands.
Well, the thing is, What I'm confused about is that I checked the the social media of the Dutch embassy in Israel to see if they have any kind of statement about this terrorist attack in which a number of EU citizens, including the Dutch national Mark van Rennes, were abducted. And there's no doesn't seem the Dutch citizen is concerned. The Dutch government is at all concerned about this phenomenon of international terrorism and piracy in the Mediterranean by this Dutch-backed terrorist group, the IDF. So, do you know if the Dutch government plans to stop its state sponsorship of IDF terrorists?
Sir, like I said, the Dutch government and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in particular is well aware of the situation. They're working really hard in this situation as we speak. You know, this is an imminent issue, so they're working very
Are you
hard.
just one question? Are you one question? Given that this same IDF terrorist group murdered 10 people aboard the Mavi Marmara a few years ago in similar circumstances,
Sir,
is the Dutch government?
you asked me a question, but you didn't. You asked me a question, but you didn't allow me to answer the
No,
question.
right. Forgive me, but I'm just asking if the Dutch government is concerned for the life of Mark van Rennes, who is in the hands of these terrorists.
I can assure you that the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is very concerned, and they're working very hard at the situation as we speak. And
Okay.
that's all the information I have for now, and I cannot share any additional information with third parties, only with relatives of
Or
the people in the situation.
All right. Okay. Thank you. I certainly hope the Dutch government will show some public urgency as well, because their silence is only going to encourage more terrorism.
I understand.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Sure. And rest assured that this call is also registered.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. Bye bye.
Sure. Have a great day, sir. Thank you.